Hello, adventurers. Welcome back to the Sidequest Survival Guide. So, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I've been racking my brain for things to do, and then it was recently just Christmas. So, I got a couple things for Christmas that I wanted to show you guys, and one thing that I'm super excited about is this. I got a new tent for Christmas. This is the Tupik tent. It is out of the Battle Box subscription. I do not have a Battle Box subscription yet, but I may get one just to kind of see how it goes and what goes through and all the things later on that you guys might be interested in seeing. But today, I want to talk about this tent. I gave it a look out of the bag and everything, but setting up a TP style tent is not something many people do anymore, or many people have anymore. So I wanted to take this opportunity to set this up and kind of give you a initial thoughts, initial reactions, initial how I want it to be. But I'm super excited about it. One thing I will say, I did take it out of the bag. If you get one of these tents, I did give it we'll say a halfway first look. If you get one, a lot of the you'll see later on, but a lot of the guidelines and everything, they were very tangled up. So if you get this beforehand, at the very least, open it up, get all the lines untangled and stuff. That way, if you're in less than desirable conditions on your first use of it, I know things like that happen sometimes, but so you're not untangling lines in the middle of the rain or anything like that. At least get it out of the box, unroll it, untangle those lines, and put it right back in if you want, the full experience of setting it up outside for the first time. But I'm gonna get right into it, and then you guys can kind of see how I go through setting up tents. We've done one of these before in the past, and I got a couple more coming up. But yeah, I'm gonna set up this tent for you guys, and we're gonna get an initial reaction, and then that's gonna be it for today. So thank you. Okay, I had to make a little adjustment for the sun and everything, but we're gonna set this up, and I'm hoping if I come down here that will follow me. Great. So I'm gonna get this unloaded, and this is kind of what I do anytime I'm setting up a tent of any kind. First thing you got to do is you pick your area. So I picked this area. I would maybe pick this area in a regular situation as well when I had a choice, but I'm trying to get you guys the best video that I can. But sun's kind of off to this side, which is coming over this shoulder. I don't love it, but it's okay. Um, Good open area. Trees look to be in good condition, so for all intents and purposes, we've picked this area for this. Next, we want to get our tent out, and again, this is a TP style tent, so it's not going to be a square usually. But we'll set this up, get this out here like this, and then I want to find all my equipment, right? So here, this is the ridge pole, goes in the center. This set up. This is for like a light or something, but that's there. Brought my mallet. So we're just gonna get this thing opened up and get our footprint established here, here. Okay, so the door is over here, so I'm gonna move this. So you guys can see it. And then with this one, because it's a TP style tent, I gotta stake it down. Usually if I'm just doing like a setup or something, or it's gonna be easy weather or whatnot, I don't do that too much. You don't always need it. But for this, for intensive purposes, for setting everything up the way we want it set up, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to stake this down today. Why are you buzzing? Stand by. Come up here. Small edit. Sorry, my gimbal was making a weird sound like it couldn't see me when I was down there. I think looking up is going to be better than looking down. So okay, we got that staked down. Now, I'm just going to kind of open some of these up. I think I'm just going to do the 4 diagonals first, and then put the ridgeline pole in, or the peak pole. I guess it would still be a ridgeline, but so I've never set up a TP tent before, so this is a first for me as well. I'm gonna just kind of this ground is super soft. I didn't need that mallet, but I brought one just in case. You know, sometimes things happen, and you know, not everybody may be as comfortable with just jamming stakes into the ground as I am. And that's okay. That's what this channel's for. When you put this in here, I get close for a second. It does have this pin on the top of it. So, and there's a ring, there's a grommet for that, a metal grommet for that inside the tent. Don't just shove this accidentally through the wall of your tent. It's not super sharp, and this fabric that it's made out of seems to be pretty sturdy, but accidents happen. So let's get this in here, this up here. As you can see, that shot right up when I stuck that on there. Now we need a little adjusting, which is fine. I need to get that, see, it's going to be really hard for you to see. But if you look on the top, that rain fly grommet for the rain piece is not in there properly. You should be able to see the metal piece sticking through the tent. But yeah, I'm not mad about that so far. This is advertised as a 2-person tent. What that means is typically in tent speak, that's 2 people, no gear. I don't know how accurate that is with this, and it's not, maybe not as accurate in a good way. I'm not the tallest person in the world. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", I have a lot of room in there, just from what I can see so far. So somebody who's 6 foot, 6'3" even, probably wouldn't have too many issues sleeping in this tent. Now, if you get two larger gentlemen or two larger individuals and gear, it might start to get a little tight. But one person in gear in here, no problem at all. No problem at all. I missed a stake here. So we do have another stake point right up here up front. Get that in there. And that's another reason why I wanted to say, do maybe like your cardinal directions of guidelines first, and then see how it goes, because you can always adjust. And the least number of times you can spend adjusting, the better, and it's just going to give you a better experience, a quality of life. It also doesn't have to be perfect. You know, there is a negligible margin of error. As long as it looks good, keeps the water off of you, keeps you warm, keeps you dry, looks cool. I like how this tent looks a lot. Maybe don't base all of your decisions on how good it looks. You get yourself into trouble into there. You start doing things or buying things that people just tell you because it's cool or because it looks good. I'm a very function over fashion individual, but that's just me. Who am I to tell you how to live? I don't know why I'm so critical. I'm an alien. Little hitch right there. That should be plenty for that. Okay, that's come on, and you can stake those up in a way. Give yourself, keep the rain off. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much the most setup right here. These windows are kind of neat, but I will give you guys a walk around this here tent. We'll get a look. I think my ridge pole is a little crooked, but it ain't gotta be perfect. All right, on to the next. Okay, so we are back in close here, and this is the walk around. The tent is behind me right here. Um, kind of focused on me though. So what we're looking at is, all right. So we're a little closer now. This is just a walk around of the two-person, two-pick tent from BattleBox. You guys just saw me set it up. I don't know what's happening. My gimbal is going crazy right now. There we go. I think this is just too much for that. Let's try this way. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. Nice wide angle here. So that is the two-pick tent from BattleBox. Ignore my mess. So basically what you do is you've got the tent stakes down on the ground, and then you've got the guidelines. I would recommend doing a couple of those guidelines first, like we talked about, and then they are set up. If I can zoom in a little bit here, off these that run the length of the tent, and then they connect down here to that eyelet, and then that eyelet is what guides you to the ground. I don't know, I like it. I'm super excited to try it out, and got windows from the inside out. These are plastic, so you can get some sunlight in there. It has these breathable vents down here on the bottom, so these can be opened fully up and rolled up to the top, or there's zippers here, and these angled pieces, and so you can get it away from the tent just a little bit, and you can stake it out, but you still, keep the rain off, keep the everything off. That this piece here is an additional rain fly, and there is mesh underneath of that. We'll be able to see it on the inside, so you don't have to have that on there if you don't want it on there. It's a nice day if you're not expecting any rain. You can take that top off of there, and yeah, we got a little bit of a piece there, so when you see a crease like that in your tent, just undo that bottom peg down there, and then pull it out a little bit. That'll get that angle out of there. So yeah, let's check out the inside. All right, so we've got this thing set up. Let's take a look inside here. Okay, so inside here, and I'm going to sit you guys down here, over in this corner. Hopefully this guy will follow me. Good. All right, so like I was saying before, I'm on one knee in this tent. Here are these windows I was talking about. From the outside, nice clear plastic. Need to get some folds out, but as these relax and as you have these set up, some of these imperfections and folds in this plastic will relax out. And honestly, tents as a whole usually do that. But here's these windows I was mentioning about. I got one rolled up here. You can see this one back here. It's not rolled up, so you can keep these down. Roll these up. Got little toggles up here to hold it. My microphone on? Yeah, we're on. There's also these two little rings down here, so if you want to roll the window down and hook it up to this, keep it tight over these so it doesn't come out, keeps the sun out. Headspace. So I'm on one knee right now, and now I can stand up, in this tent. Now, granted, I don't have a lot of headroom up here, but one of the biggest things I think this will be great for is you have to get dressed sitting down. The biggest thing in a dome tent, usually dome tents are down here if you're lucky. So, you're putting your shirt on one knee, but here I can stand up, get my boots ready, get my shirt ready, pants ready, all that stuff, and don't have to worry too much about it. And then the next is floor space. They say that this is a 2-person tent. Don't know if that's going to lose me or not, but I'm laying flat right now. There's plenty of space in here for 2 people or more. I'm really excited about this. So once again, this is the Tupik tent from BattleBox. I like it so far. My initial impressions, I'm excited to use it, excited to get it moving, excited to take it out. It's not really heavy. I'll have to get an official weight for you guys at some point, but definitely not a backpacking tent, but short walk wouldn't be too much problems at all. If you're looking for a really good spot or you want to get off of the beaten path a little bit, I wouldn't have an issue carrying that into somewhere that's going to be easily accessible. Maybe not for miles and miles and miles, but not bad, not bad. My initial setup and my initial thoughts on this DJI 2-person 2-pick tent from BattleBox. I believe you can buy this just on their site. Side note, I'm not sponsored by them. Maybe one day that would be great, but I believe retail is like $150. They do a giveaway every so often, and that's where you subscribe to BattleBox. They send you one for free. I got this as a gift, so I'm not sure how it was gotten for me, but I would say probably they just paid for the tent and then gave it to me. But initially, I love it. I think I'm looking forward to getting out and using it, and getting the unique TP style tent experience. This is my first TP tent that I've ever had, so I'm excited to use it, and I can't wait to show you more. Go ahead, and I would really appreciate it. It helps me out huge. Like, subscribe, and then I will keep trucking along with these videos. And I apologize for the short hiatus I had. I was unsure of things to do, and we had some bad weather, but I'm sticking to this, and if you stick with me, I'll stick with you. So thank you again, and welcome back to the Sidequest Survival Guide.